mainstream Christianity expects you to look like and sound like and be like?
I think I daily wrestle with that.
Yeah.
And in my younger years, I think, or even now, I think sometimes I could be perceived as being like this rebel that's going against what a good Christian should do, should say, should be. But I think internally it's actually just that battle between wanting to be authentic and not carry that religious stigma with it. But I do find myself often getting caught up in religion, and I have to check myself. Like I'll often, and like just being vulnerable, I'll often get a little bit judgy and be like, oh, that person hasn't been at church for ages, like what's going on with their faith? But as people that pastors, we want people to be in church all the time, but we also know that doesn't necessarily mean that their faith's not strong.
Well, sometimes they just need space to work through the pain of whatever they've got because it's too noisy.
Exactly.
They just need solitude.
But as a pastor, there's this part of me that's like, why aren't you in church?
Yeah.
You should be in church. You're supposed to be a Christian.
Yeah.
And I think as I've grown and matured and I'm very much on a journey of discovering myself and my own flaws, I'm trying my best to be more open to the Holy Spirit to almost like refine me in a fire sense, like to burn off them sharp edges. But yeah, I do think I struggle with that idea of people not understanding my journey because often I don't think I fit that mould.
That box.
Yeah.
That's all right. Jesus didn't either.
No, that's right.
whole
He
thing.
didn't. He didn't at all. But in our Christian circles, we kind of forget that sometimes.
Yeah.
Well,
and sometimes
from my
I think each generation has its own religion in a sense.
Yeah,
for sure.
In my generation, it was around sexuality
Yeah.
and language.
Yeah.
And if you didn't conform within those two parameters, then there's no way you could have faith if you
Right.
expressed a certain kind of language or, whereas that denied all the other ways in which it's the essence of faith, which is how we love one another and how we love God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And looking at what's happening internally, not just the external thing.
Yeah.
But for some people, it's kind of like you haven't arrived until you tick the box. So the language is now always a certain type of language, or the dress code's now always a certain dress code, or rather than, okay, well, how loving's that person? You know, what's happening on the inside? Are they not gossiping as much as they used to? Or are they, asking for forgiveness, when there's a relational breakdown, how fast are they running towards reconciliation and trying to understand one another? Which I think are the harder things to do than all that surface stuff.
Yeah.
So it's a constant struggle. I get that.
Yeah. And being, I think, a younger leader has its challenges with that as well, because we're cut from a different cloth.
Totally.
Yeah.
I feel that tension often. And I don't know if I have to check within my heart if it's a proud thing, but there is a part of me that just wants to rebel sometimes.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, like I want to push that boundary.
I've experienced that myself at times.
But then often it'll leave me feeling bad. Should I be doing that? But then there's just this part of me that's like, stuff it, Taylor, don't worry about it. Just go for it, do it, say it.
Yeah.
And some of my friends that I've had conversations with, I think that some of my friends that I've had the best faith-based conversations that are far away from Jesus, and that's been what they've appreciated about me the most. And so that's where I find the tension. Am I living my faith out for the people that are further away, or am I living my faith out for the people that are in our church? And I want to do it for both, but they kind of both need a different version of me.
Yeah.